Let's learn about the different tools that are available here in Toolbox. So first one we have is button. So this button element is also known as command button or push button. This graphical control helps the user to trigger an event. So this button is used whenever we need to trigger an event. Simply we have to click on this button when we run our program and an event is triggered. Next one is text input. So text input is used to give input during runtime of your program. So that means if user need to give any input or you need to show any output of your program, for that purpose these text inputs are used. Next one we have is label. So this label buttons or this label tool is used to create caption for a form control. Example is in here in front of you that this text is a kind of label and next to it this box is a kind of input box where we can enter any value like this. So like this width, this is like caption only. So for this purpose, this kind of purposes we use labels, and where we need to enter our value we use text inputs. Next one we have is drop down. So this drop down offers lots of options and uh, like here option 1, option 2, and you can increase these options as many as you want. So whenever a user need to select one option out of many, then we use this drop down tool. Next one we have is radio button. Radio button is also it also works in similar way as drop down element, but the only difference is that when we have less number of options, like we need to uh, uh, give option for to select gender, right? So for that time we give 2 or 3 options only, either male, female or transgender. So for that we use radio buttons and user can select one out of these. But when we have lots of options, we have a list of options, for that purpose we use drop down element so that we can create or we can give many options there. Next one is checkbox. So checkbox is also something like where you can select one, zero, or many option out of the given one. So that means in case of radio button and drop down, we select one at a time, one option at a time. But in checkbox, we can select more than one option at a time. Next one we have is image. So this image is used to upload image saved on your computer, or you can select image from internet also. Whenever like you need to uh, uh, set image as a background or you need to set any image on your app, for that purpose you use this image element. Next one we have is canvas. So canvas, this rectangular area, this allows the user to draw and manipulate images. So basically the turtle is actually implemented using this canvas, and how that is done, that we will discuss in next coming videos. And now next one we have screen. Now as you can see here, it's a screen one. So whenever you need to enter or whenever you want more screens, I think you might have noticed this thing that most of the apps, they are constructed with many screens. They don't use single screen, but many screens are there in most of the apps. And same thing, if we want in our app that we want many screens, for that purpose we use this screen element. Now if you will notice, now it's screen 2. Okay. So next one we have is text area. This text area is used to enter multiple line inputs. So in text input we give single line input, and if we need to give multiple line input, for that we use text area. Next one is charts. So charts are used to enter or to show your data in a graphical form. So same here, if you have created any data here in database here and then you want to represent in the form of charts, for that purpose this chart is used. Next element we have is slider. So slider is basically to give the user control over the exact direction of the buzzer. So if you want to like to change the pen size, or if you have created any app where you have showing the option for eraser and you want to change the size of the eraser or the size of the pen, for that purpose the slider is used. Next one we have photo select. Photo select works in a similar way as you do in your when you change your profile pictures. Profile pictures you change anytime whenever you click on it, then you have the option to upload any other image. So same ways when you this create your app and then during your runtime, when you want to change the this profile picture, or you want to change any picture, or you want to upload picture, then for that purpose this photo select is used. And this image is used when you are creating your app and then you want to set any image on screen or at any particular area, then image element is used. But when you want to change or you want to select the photo when you are running your app, during that time, for that purpose this photo select element is used. So these are the different tools that we have, and its different functions.